Hey you know what this is? This is the new Evade update.
Oh my god! Wow!
Now in this video, I'll be covering everything which is not to do with the St. Patrick's update. Listen here. So, I get there's going to be the people wanting to see the items from the Battle Pass and everything, but there's going to be like 5 or 6 other people who are all going to publish videos on the new products from there. And what I'm focusing on are all the other changes other than the St. Patrick's update. What I mean by that is, we've got some new things from the overhaul already released into the game. Mostly just sound effects and UI, but you'll see. Now, firstly, the most obvious change with all the user interface is that most text, if not all of it, has an extra stroke added to it. Stroke meaning it's got like a black outline to it. Now, this seems to just be applied to any text in the game, such as down messages or even missions. But the devs seem to have missed out the tab menu, which is still the same. So, now let's talk about something more interesting. Firstly, the speedometer is finally fixed and is permanently on your screen now, which I'm very thankful for, because if you tried to type in the command before, it could just freeze randomly in the round. Next is probably the most annoying results screen you can have by taking up another 10 seconds of your life just opening. I'm sorry, but please add a way to skip this. Although there does seem to be another bug with the results screen, showing players which aren't even in your server as first, second, as well as showing the times in which they survived in the wrong order, since someone who survived 3 minutes should be at the top and someone who survived less than that should be lower. Now, another change is when you hover over someone with your cursor, then their entire body lights up with a white outline, and instead of their name appearing on your screen, their name appears above their head. Which in one way has helped visibility, but in another way it has made it worse. Next we have new emote UI, but one of the segments doesn't light up if you hover over it with your mouse. But with the item wheel it does. It's probably because it's not intended though to be able to be hovered on. Same with if you use mobile, then you wouldn't be hovering, you just click the button. Next we have general gameplay user interface. This includes reviving players and interacting with things. For some reason they decided to make it all smaller, which I don't think really helps, especially for people who have a larger resolution on their screen. But even though it looks different, it functions exactly the same. There's no new way of reviving someone yet. Also, if you're close enough to pick up or revive the player, they'll have an orangey-like glow. Same with when you interact with things. If you hover your cursor over a door, it will turn orange, just like objects such as the key and the shrine in Arid Ruins. Now, although there are no map or physics changes, we do have some sound changes. Firstly, when running, it sounds like you're wearing some coconuts on your feet. They've also added the new jumping sound, but this sound seems to happen as well as the original jumping sound. If you listen closely, you can hear the difference. Also, the skull, which shows where down players are as well as where the next spots spawn, has changed. It's gone from looking something like this with a circle underneath the spawn point, to something more similar to a skull and crossbones. But I think that's about it. The one thing I am annoyed about in this update though is that they didn't bring back the best game mode. Rest in peace Oddball, you will be missed. Everything in the St. Patrick's Day update which isn't the St. Patrick's Day update. And it seems like the developers, instead of going on a full-on overhaul, they might be slowly easing their way into overhaul. But thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, consider to like and subscribe, and I'll see you another time. Bye bye!